Could Liverpool really be preparing for life without Virgil van Dijk? It's a headline that will immediately grab supporters' attention, but the reality behind the latest reports paints a far more interesting picture. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. With just 1 year remaining on his current contract, speculation over Van Dijk's long-term future is beginning to gather pace. While there is absolutely no indication that the Liverpool captain is set to leave Anfield this summer, clubs across Europe are already positioning themselves for a potential move in 2027 when he could become available on a free transfer. According to Italian outlet La Gazzetta dello Sport, AC Milan are one of the clubs already keeping a close eye on the Dutch defender. The Rossoneri are planning a major rebuild of their defence, and although they know Van Dijk isn't available right now, the report claims they intend to make a serious push once his Liverpool contract expires next summer. Milan have already shown they're investing heavily at the back after agreeing a £30 million deal for Lazio defender Mario Hila, while they're also tracking highly rated Real Madrid youngster Victor Valdepenas. But despite those additions, the Italian giants reportedly see Van Dijk as the experienced leader capable of transforming their defensive unit. There's another reason the move is being discussed too. Milan are expected to part ways with former Chelsea defender Fikayo Tomori, who is reportedly available for around £17 million after falling out of favour under new head coach Ruben Amorim. His departure would leave room for another elite centre-back, and Van Dijk's name has naturally entered the conversation. However, there are plenty of reasons why a move to the San Siro might not be as straightforward as it first appears. Amorim's preferred system revolves around a back three, and while Van Dijk would undoubtedly excel as the central figure in that defence, there's every chance he'd be required to operate as one of the wider centre-backs. By the time next summer arrives, he'll be 36 years old, and asking him to cover wide areas regularly may not be the perfect fit, even for a player of his quality and intelligence. More importantly, Liverpool have made their stance crystal clear. Recent reports suggesting the Reds would consider selling their captain this summer were quickly shut down by reliable journalist James Pearce. He dismissed the speculation entirely, insisting Van Dijk is going nowhere. Pearce explained that the Liverpool skipper is currently enjoying his summer break before returning for pre-season, with new head coach Andoni Iraola fully expecting him to play a leading role throughout the 2026/27 campaign. Any suggestion that Liverpool would entertain offers for their talismanic defender was described as completely wide of the mark. That will come as a huge relief to Liverpool supporters. Even as Van Dijk enters the latter stages of his career, he remains one of the club's most influential figures. His leadership, composure, and experience are qualities that simply can't be replaced overnight, particularly as Liverpool continue adapting under Iraola. The ideal outcome for everyone connected with the club would surely be for Van Dijk to remain at Anfield for the remainder of his career, with his minutes carefully managed while continuing to lead both on and off the pitch. But football has shown time and time again that circumstances can change quickly. Several experienced Liverpool players have chosen new challenges in recent years, often driven by the desire for guaranteed game time rather than fading ability. If Van Dijk reaches next summer without agreeing fresh terms, he'll become one of the most sought-after free agents in world football, and that's where Milan could become a genuine contender. In other news, Liverpool could be making their next move for one of the biggest teenage talents in world football, with fresh reports claiming the Reds have now made an approach for Mexican World Cup wonderkid Gilberto Mora. The 17-year-old attacking midfielder shot to global attention during the 2026 World Cup. where he became the youngest player at the tournament. Mora didn't just gain valuable experience either. He forced his way into Mexico's starting lineup, featuring in victories over the Czech Republic and Ecuador before their campaign ended against England. His performances earned widespread praise and confirmed why so many of Europe's elite clubs are now chasing his signature. According to Mexican newspaper El Universal, Liverpool have contacted Club Tijuana to inquire about Mora's contractual situation, becoming the latest major club to register their interest. Arsenal have also reportedly made contact, while Real Madrid, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Chelsea have all been credited with keeping tabs on the teenager in recent weeks. Tijuana know they have a special talent on their hands and are reportedly looking to protect his value by inserting a release clause worth around £18.7 million into his contract, which currently runs until 2029. Liverpool have rarely looked towards the Central and South American market for young signings in the past, but that approach appears to be changing. The Reds are already closing in on Colombian teenager Samuel Martinez, and Mora could become another exciting addition to a new generation of elite young talent. Despite being just 17, Mora already has more than 50 senior appearances for Club Tijuana, and has shown on the biggest stage that he possesses the quality and composure to compete against top-level opposition. The only obstacle is FIFA regulations, which prevent him from moving abroad until he turns 18 in October. For now, this is simply an approach rather than a formal bid. But Liverpool's interest is another sign that they're determined to secure the world's brightest young stars before their price tags soar even higher. Ultimately, this is certainly a story worth keeping a close eye on over the coming months. Hilarto Mora has already proven he's capable of shining on the biggest stage despite being just 17 years old. And it's easy to see why Liverpool are reportedly exploring the possibility of bringing him to Anfield. While any move would likely have to wait until he turns 18, the Reds appear to be positioning themselves early in what could become one of the most competitive transfer races for one of world football's brightest young talents. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.